Hey yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome into the live stream. Thank you so much for coming along to a video, whether you're watching it now or a little bit later on. I wanted to come in and start doing some streams on the Sunday where I come in for about an hour time period, and just sort of go through some product research stuff, because I know it's one of the hardest things for people and sort of what stops people from starting an e-commerce business. And this way you can have like a direct insight into what I do when I find products that are making around $10,000 a month. And you can see the process that I go through, and then people can come in if they need help or if they have questions and ask it in the chat while I'm sort of available there for an hour. So we're going to jump in there for a second. I'm just going to make sure the technical difficulty sides of it are working. Just give me a sec. You'll have to bear with me as it's my first time doing the live stream. So I don't have it all super worked out yet. Let's see, it's not showing up for some people. Okay, so people are saying it's working now. All right, I think we're good. Sorry, thank you for bearing with me there. So we're good. People can see it now. So we're going to jump into a couple of them. I just wanted to as well add that, obviously wanted to do these live streams because it's that longer form content, the hour. And so this way, once you do a stream, it saves it straight to YouTube. So one, it's a piece of content on YouTube there for me. But then I can save that and put it straight to the podcast and re-upload it for people who couldn't make the live stream and might have missed it there as well. So once again, thank you so much for coming along. And let's jump into, I've got a couple examples here already, and I'm just going to show you how easily they rabbit hole as you head down when you're doing product research. Let me know if there's any issues or anything in there. You can see Dr. Debbie in there making sure the comments work. Sick. All right, well, let's get one of our screens up here. Here we go. So I should be able to see my screen now. And I'm going to come straight across here into my product research tool. I'm just going to start off here to show you how I found this first one. Just to sort of show how it goes. But I came in here and put up the looking in America first. As a lot of you guys know, I sell a lot in Amazon Australia at the moment. But we're going to be looking for niches in America and maybe seeing if we can bring some across to Australia. But we're going to start here because that's where a lot of the big hitters are. And then I've just selected my categories, just like your basic ones that are really good. They're good for beginners, but there's also a lot of money to be made in them. So that's why I usually go for these ones. You can see them here: baby products, home and kitchen and dining, your patio and outdoors, pet stuff, and your sports as well. So we're going there. We're going for business builder today. If you're more of a beginner, you can go with easy starter because it's a lower cost and lower inventory to get started. But business builder means you need a little bit more initial investment for it. That's the sort of things I like to look at, and I went search. And then straight away, you can come down here. I like to filter via the niche score. So that then I can, it's like your best overall rating of like the combination of the stats, like your search volume, buyer demand, how well the other competition is. It sort of brings it all together for you. And so I've scrolled through and had a look already. And then I came down to one here that I sort of thought was interesting, and I love making pizzas. I really enjoy cooking, and making pizzas is like my specialty, I like to say. But it's pizza dough proofing boxes. So it's a little plastic box I think you can put like there's a little hole in it for the top, but it's for proofing your pizza dough so that it rises after you've done kneading it. Super simple, right? But you can actually see here, I've brought it up on Amazon. I'm just got to change our address so it shows us all the right options. And you can see here that there's a lot of really simple ones, right? Like they all look sort of similar. Immediately coming in, I look at this here, and it's not a pizza dough proofing box, right? So someone's spending money to advertise, and they're not even advertising the right product. So if I've come here and I've like put it in, I want to buy a pizza proofing box, there's no way I'm ever going to click on that, right? Because Amazon, you search for what you want to buy, and you're like, oh, maybe I want to look for a dough blender. If I wanted a dough blender, I'd search for a dough blender, right? So that's good for us because it means we can just advertise there that what's available. And then we come down, and I sort of thought, like you look at these, a lot of them are really basic. And straight away, look, I've hardly even scrolled at all, right? That's all advertising. And then into the second row, we've already got products here like this one and this one that aren't even the product that we've searched for. So it means that there's not enough sellers doing a good enough job with their listing to even take up the top spots. So it means if you want to take a little bit of extra time, put in the right keywords, you're going to automatically take their spot, right? Like these guys, let's have a look how much money they're making. Yes, it's already loaded. Where are they? You know what? We're just going to open it up this way. So that's like a baking kit, right? It's not even a specific for a pizza. These guys are doing $6,000 a month, right? With this horrible listing. So they're sitting at home in their undies making $6,000 a month just with this product. What about this one? Where, you could come in and actually put in a little bit of effort and easily beat them. And it doesn't even have to be a lot of effort. It could just be a little bit of effort. What are these guys doing? 8,000. So another one on the advertising, and they've got several products. Look at that. Advertising like on the complete wrong keywords, sitting there in their undies at home, making over $50,000 a month. Ridiculous. And so you come down, and you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, look at that, not even the right product advertising. Especially here in Australia, I'm not sure about in America, but we have so many unique Tupperware containers. And we have ones, like they compact really small and then pop all the way down. And then the ones that come together and click together and stuff so that they store way better, but they still work just as good. And there's nothing like that here at all. So you could easily go in with something like that. But what I did, so I've obviously got this niche now that I'm like, oh, there's a bit of potential. Let's go have a look for some areas that could be good investments. And sorry, not good investments. I'm getting my words mixed up. So I'm still a little bit nervous doing the first live stream. Where we could get some potential ideas to differentiate. So I always come to Pinterest first, right? And I put in innovative pizza proofing. And if you're ever trying to figure out how to do your product video, come to Pinterest because they have amazing videos. Like this one here, right? Their videos instantly grab your eyes. I'm not saying it's a good product, but their videos instantly always grab your eyes. So when I've scrolled through here, I haven't actually seen a proofing box that I thought was cool. Pardon me, sorry. So we keep scrolling down, not really seeing anything. There's some like cool pizza cutters, which might be something we'll look at in a second. But no crazy proofing boxes there. So what we might do is let's look up, how do you spell Tupperware? Don't judge my spelling. Oh goodness, that's how you get cancelled on YouTube. All right, let's not type in Tupperware again. We're gonna go back. So what I would now do is, if I thought, hey, I might go to a product designer with a couple of the photos of the actual Tupperware that I think might work. and work with them, see what sort of designs we can bring in that are going to work for the pizza proofing box. And then you can even come over to Alibaba here. Let's have a look what they have. I'm just going to jump out of my screen share just to check the comments, make sure everything's working. Oh, nice. Love it, love it. Dr. W on Amazon products merch. I wouldn't buy it, not me. All right, so it looks like it's still going good. Yeah, sweet. All right, thank you for bearing with me. Let's jump back in. Sorry if I look super sweaty as well. It's so hot here in Australia. So we look in here, back on Alibaba, pizza proofing boxes. This looks like it's just bringing up a lot of their packaging, like the normal pizza boxes. We'll scroll down just to see if we can find anything, because it might give us a better way to search it. No, it doesn't look like it. So what I would do there is instead, I'll just check up the top. No. I would come here to the RFQ, so you can go request for quotation. And let's actually have a look. I'll show you how you do it. So right there, I'd go pizza proofing box, however many I'm looking for. I'm just starting out. I might go 100. And you just put in a description saying, hey, I'm looking for a pizza proofing box, wanting to customize it to kind of look like this. Insert your photo that you've worked on. If you could let me know your quotation and your terms, that would be great. And then the suppliers will actually come to you with the quotes, and you don't have to go out searching for them. So let's leave that one there, because I want to come back now. So if we come here, we're still in the pizza dough proofing box, but if you look on the left, we can see there's some other categories that are kind of related to this term, which could be other good product ideas, or if we're trying to think, hey, how can I build a brand around this? We can look for some other possible products there. So let's go to, what have we got? I want to go to pizza pans and stones. I'm worried it might be a little bit heavy of a product to go into. We just have to delete the keyword up the top there, because we want just pizza pan and stones. All right, let's have a look. So we're going to come in. What's that? Is that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one? That's sick. So these all look pretty basic. There might not be a lot of room to differentiate here. What's that? It's a little brownie maker. That's kind of cool. A pizza. See, this is what I meant by, if you could do this, but like for a proofing container, see how that like folds down as you eat a piece? Way more creative. You can put it in the oven. That's wild. I feel like that's definitely not right. You can't put that in the oven. But that's really interesting, that one. But no one's doing that for the proofing boxes, right? So you could easily just take that technology straight across. And then there's no more of those at the top. But I'm going to go back so we can look at a couple of the other ones. Interesting, there were no pizza stones there. They're really heavy, so they must be expensive to ship. What have we got? Go back one more. What else do we want to try? I kind of want to come in here. Cool cooks, tools, and gadget sets. Again, let's get rid of... I'm going to copy that, but delete it, so we can have a look at what else there is. While that's loading, let's have a look on Amazon Australia at what the pizza dough proofing boxes look like. I think if there's no differentiation on America, there's not going to be any on Australia, because it's usually a little bit behind, which is good. It's a good thing. It means more opportunity for us. What's that? A bread proofing basket. Let's have a look at that as well. That's interesting. I actually know someone who's looked at that before. Just interested to see what sort of money they're doing here already. In Australia. Just check the comment. Yeah, nice. It's just loading up for us. I reckon it'll be nowhere near as high as America, but it's... Oh no, there's actually a couple there. 2,000 a month already on that one. couple hundred, 1,000, couple hundred. Okay, that's not too bad. I wouldn't complain about a couple extra $1,000 a month for, you know, this person here. Let's have a look at their listing. Look at that. That is the most basic thing I've ever seen. And they're selling that for $40. One container for $40. You could do, let's watch the video. Is there no sound? What is that? What is that video, bro? That is trash. You could that's their best seller. You could take that $2,000 off them tomorrow just by launching a better bread proofing box. They've got some EBC, which is okay. And their reviews aren't fantastic at all. They've got, yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm going to add that to my list. Doesn't mean it's great for you. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Ignore everything I say. Make your own decisions. But that's cool. I like that. All right, let's have a look over here now. It's going to be some wacky stuff in here, I reckon. That was one we saw on Pinterest. Just looking here in case there's some cool ideas that can lead us to a different category. I love this example. This right here. This is the perfect example of product differentiation. So this is a microwave cleaner, which is usually just like a little tablet that you put in your microwave and it whatever fizzles and steams and cleans your microwave in there. People have decided they're going to put it in one like this, the Angry Mum cleaner. Looks way cool, all right? You're obviously going to buy that over one of the little tablets. Looks super, super cool. Just something to think about when you're thinking of your product differentiation. It's like the little tea strainers that are like the little astronauts. Let me see if I can find it as an example. Sorry to get sidetracked, but sometimes people get stuck on product differentiation. See if it's still here. Kind of like that, but way, way cooler. That dinosaur's cool. Maybe they ran out of stock. I think they might have. Well, it was like this. Where's an example? Like a little ball that goes in like this, but it was an astronaut. So you put the T in the astronaut's helmet and then it goes out through it. Looks different. Super cool. All right, sorry. Let's keep having a look through. You got any questions? Always put them in the chat or leave a comment. Any ideas you want me to look at? I'm happy to give my opinion on it. That might be able to help you out. So these are a lot of unique things you really can't copy from. Looking to add safe, no. Okay, we might leave that category there. I can't really see a way to deep dive further. But I want to come across, so I actually found this other one. I scrolled down here again somewhere using the Zonguru tool. As you can see, there's heaps and heaps and heaps. I'll give you, but before we do that, an example of a bad one, right? So like right up the top here, rated even higher. So you've got like a Yankee Candle. Balsam and Cedar. I don't know if that's meant to be surely not balsamic. But this is a branded product, right? So meaning that people are searching specifically for that brand. So there's no way you're gonna out-differentiate them when the people themselves are actually looking for the brand. They're not gonna want anything else. Sorry, my computer's just running a little bit slow at the moment. There we go, yeah. See, it's a particular brand. So that's a bad example of a product, right? You don't want anything that's branded. There's like a Giants hat, that's the NFL team. You're obviously not going to be able to outsell the Giants on their own hat kind of thing, and it's copyright. But I did scroll down and I found this. The search volume was just called the Storm Cloud. You know, they're making several $1,000s a month in there. There's one there, 14,000. I believe it's this one, not the little Squishmallow, but it's a weather predictor. So it's something to do with the temperature and the humidity makes the crystals in it form a certain way. So I wanted to have a look if there was, I'm not going to click on this ad, if there's another keyword for it, or maybe something. Maybe if we search weather predictor, let's have a look. It's just a cool concept, right? And I'd like to see like how people are making them look. Yeah, see, here we go. I'll let my numbers load. They're all sort of that shape. I've seen ones like this before. That's really old school. Is that storm glass? Oh, that's nice. See, that was like a... That's not an allowed image. Don't know how they get away with that, but that is kind of cool. Storm glass. Maybe that's the keyword. Let's have a look at that. Might be a little bit better. Okay, I'll let that load up the numbers. I'm just going to check the technical side still going well. I think we're looking okay. Someone commenting about the accidental thing before that we're not going to talk about. All right, that should have loaded back up for us. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so that one's making nearly 10 grand. That's the diamond one. Okay, there's a little bit of money in it. Let's have a look. Maybe they're really cheap to launch. That would be good for us. Okay, there's really only that one other shaped one, isn't there? I wonder if they're really difficult to make into a different shape. Oh, there's one, a globe one. Little cloud, that's kind of cute. Okay. Let's have a look on Pinterest, see if there's any cooler ones. Let's copy that. Okay, sorry, I can't stop laughing about that mistake that I made earlier because I was searching that term. See, I don't really like that. These teardrop ones are kind of the coolest looking ones so far. A cubed one would be sick. Well, see, there's not a lot on here, which is interesting. Maybe it means that no one's really innovated on it yet. Nothing really there. Let's have a look on Alibaba, see what they're making them for. Okay, here we go. We'll try weather predictor on here as well. Just try that on Pinterest. Smart. I hope this is sort of helping so far. Gives you like that point of view of how easily you can go down the rabbit hole looking for products. But also how easy it is to make money on here, right? Like I've shown you a couple now where there's people just making money in their underwear, a couple $1,000. There's a couple they're making tens of $1,000s a month, right? Even if you just came in and what if you put in a bit of effort and got like a couple $100s a month? Is that going to make a big difference for you? Or you hit those couple thousands and you do that a couple of times and suddenly you're at an extra $10,000 a month. It's a lot of things you could do with that. So it's just something to keep in mind. Let's keep looking. There's a couple more here. Oh, I like the blue ones. That's freaking sick. See, I haven't seen any on here that were other colors. If you do a red one, that's sort of different. That doesn't really showcase the photo like that, right? That looks awesome. Let's see, can we get them? Is there any on here that are color? What shape was that? I wonder if you can only do it in that shape. See, that's a colored one. Kind of cool. Okay, I would definitely go a colored one if I was going to differentiate it. But I'd also go, I don't know, I'd try and think of a better shape. Like, no one's done like a lightning bolt yet. Or what's something else that's like associated with weather that's kind of cool? Not sure off the top of my head. Keep thinking. What else we got here? Anyway, the next page. It looks like you can get different sized ones. I think people would only really buy a bigger one. I reckon I would go for a different shape. I'm mad I can't think of anything cool that's like associated with the weather. Or even something that's like trendy, right? But you could easily just get them because it's all done through molding with your glass blowing. Or even, it's probably not even real glass. So you could easily get any shape made, and then it would just be figuring out what chemicals make it change color. So you could sell the different shape with different colored ones, or if you could do one that changed colors, that would be really cool. Way, way different and easy to patent then, so that people couldn't copy you. Yeah, I kind of like that one as well. Bit hard, not as much money in it as the pizza dough proofing box, and you know, people wouldn't buy as many of them, I think, but it's still a cool idea, and lots of opportunity to differentiate. I'm just gonna see here back on Alibaba if it's got categories that we can jump into. No, we don't want any of them. Let's have a look down the bottom. No, not looking at anything there. That's okay. Let's have a look on here. What have we got? Christmas snow globes. Weather stations. What's that? Let's have a look. And I actually just saw one I definitely want to check out, which I'll talk about in a sec. It's got to have some water. Sorry, man. It's so hot. I hope you can't tell, but I'm sweating uncontrollably with how hot it is, and I had to turn the fan off in my room because it's so loud for recording. Weather stations, I think they're the digital version, so we're not going to do that. I try and stay away from electronics just because there's way more that can go wrong, and a lot of moving parts in them usually, so they can get damaged easily with shipment. I like that cube one though. That's cool. Let's go back. So I want to jump into this other industrial and scientific. Now, remove that. Now, the reason I want to go into here is because a lot of people, when they think of e-commerce, they want to come into these brands that are like, man, I want to make a coffee brand or a, you know, fitness pre-workout or a supplement, right? All these sexy brands that sound super cool and they're cool to tell people about. But there's a lot of products that you can do and make better that aren't super sexy. And because of that, not a lot of people go after them, but there's a ton of money to be made with them. So I'm going to see if I can find one in here. Otherwise, I have some examples that I can show you. But what have we got? Let's have a look. Cleaning and janitor supplies. What do we got here? Wipes, no. See, there could be some potential in some of these. Oh, let's have a look at that. Let's scroll down, and I'm going to go back and have a look. Looking for something that's not like one of these liquids, because people are just going to buy off brand. Wait, what was that? No, okay. I want to have a look in one of these two. Yeah, let's have a look in here. And then that one. Any little... I've seen these before. You can't really differentiate them. They're sort of made the way they are. But do you sort of see what I mean about not sexy products? What are these? Deodorizer bags. I don't want to click on his ad. Is there one there that's... Alright, looks like I got to click on his ad. Sorry, brother. Sucks to suck. Don't advertise the wrong product. I'm going to go back. Let's have a look while that's loading. Oh, that's cool. I want to have a look at the category that this is in. Charcoal air purifying bags. Never even heard of this before. Wonder if I can see how much money they're doing. Just letting that load up. Just check the text. Well, actually, holy moly! They're doing crazy amounts of money, nearly $400,000 a month, 300,000, tens of thousands. I wonder why it's those two that are dominating. Let's have a look at their listing. Cheaper product. That's a bit of a worry. They look like they're cheap to get. This is a pretty good listing. My only thing is that I would think is that a lot of them look the same, right? This would be hard to go into. Here, a lot of them look the same. So I don't know, maybe you could differentiate by making one look like a little animal or something, making it look like a cute option instead of just like a boring little bag that goes in there. All you got to do is steal away like $10,000 of that $350,000. But what we're going to do, let's bring this one up. I want to just search. I just want to search that, right? Charcoal, no. Charcoal air purifying bags. That's what I want to search. While that's loading the numbers, let's have a look what it's doing in Australia. Everything's working nice. Alright. So it looks like there's people already here advertising in Australia. There's more differentiation in the Australian market than there is in the US already. That's wild. Interesting. Let's see what kind of numbers they're doing here. See, here in the US, they're all only the one color. It's kind of weird. That's a kind of different colored one. Whereas in Australia, there's heaps already with different colors. But this is tough. Look, it's only a $25 product. They're doing 16 packs. Their margins are probably much, much smaller. That's interesting. One. Hang on the back of a car. Clever marketing. Interesting. Not a very high search volume, but lots and lots of listings here already. Doing a couple thousand. It's not really big in Australia yet, but you can already see how big it is in America and how much it's going to take off. Interesting. Let's come back. I want to quickly look at this one, and then I'll show you one more example of a non-sexy brand. But I'm not sure what category is this. Oh, there's a whole category for it. I was hoping that maybe there'd be like a little tool or something here. You buy a... God, I didn't know you could buy such an expensive toilet on Amazon. It's wild. Nothing there. That's okay. All right. Let's have a look at this. Trying to remember what the keyword is for it. Not toilet. Here we go. So shower chair. This is one I learned about in my course with Adam Hudson, Reliable Education. But it's a shower chair, right? And telling people you do a shower chair brand, that's interesting. Is not super sexy, right? And I'll tell you why I said that's just interesting. But you come down and let's look at these first two lines. They're super boring, right? It looks super clinical, like something straight out of a hospital. And these are things that older people use in their homes when they can't stand for long periods of time, so they need something in the shower, right? So there's going to be a lot of people who don't want something like this that's in their shower. It looks horrible, makes them feel like they're at the hospital. They'd probably want something nice, and it's going to make it feel more like home, right? And previously there wasn't anything on here, but it looks like someone has come in with something like this, right? Doesn't that stand out? You look at these 3 pages, what stands out the most? Let's have a look at it. Open it up, see what kind of numbers they're doing. Let's have a look what everything's doing and what we got on here. And look at the price difference. $30, $40, $120. that margin difference would be crazy. I'm interested to see how much revenue they're doing. Just let that load up. I got these beats going there. Come on, they're logged in, brother. Sorry guys, I'll just take 1 sec. 31,000. They're actually doing like nearly 70,000 across their 2 products. It's horrible Photoshop, but it's actually a decent listing. What's their video look like? Let's have a look. That is so loud. Yeah. It's a horrible video. So even though they've come in here with a good idea, it is a horrible listing. Look at that EBC. Yuck. You could easily do a better listing than that and rank above it. I want to have a look what these other ones are doing. This one here, let me just have a look at this listing. Look at how bad these photos are. How boring this looks. How clinical and hospital-like. This chair right here is doing nearly $1 million a month, USD. Nearly $1 million a month. And I just showed you that other one that could be doing way, way better. It's just because they're not putting in any effort. They're just sitting home in their undies, these guys are making $1 million a month. And those other guys are just like, yeah, we'll take our 10 grand. Look at, makes me angry. Maybe I need to do this one. This is horrible, horrible, horrible listing. So you could easily come in here with a much better product. And all you got to do is take a chunk out of that. Look at all these other ones doing hundreds of thousands. Now this is obviously something that it's going to cost a little bit more to ship. So your cost might be a little bit higher, but there's another wooden one. That's kind of nice as well. But look how easy it is to differentiate. Even this one, what's this one doing? It's all the way down the bottom here. Let's have a look what kind of dollars they're doing. $13 grand right there. And that's with, again, not a great listing. No video, bad photos, and really far down as well. I wanted to have a look at, like, what's this one doing? This is a really interesting one. And the price point, man, those margins are going to be delicious. I guarantee you. 27,000, bro. All they've done is photoshopped. Man, it's bad. This is a great idea for me that I'm thinking. You can think it's a good idea as well if you like. But I'm definitely saving this one to come back and look at it. I would probably do a partnership on this one because it'd be a little bit more expensive. I'd partner with someone else. But that is a really cool idea. But do you see what I mean? It's not a really sexy niche. When you're talking to someone like, yeah, I make shower chairs for older people. Doesn't sound really cool, but I would willingly do it for $1 million a month, right? That's one chair. What if you then, let's look what else those people sell. If they have a brand, they do Medline. They're going to do, yeah, this is like, it's got to be like $100 million store. And obviously it's going to be hard for you to go into stuff like this, right? Heart rate monitors, oxygen therapy, you're not going to be able to do that. You could easily go into these, walkers, you go into skincare. Man, if you had a brand going and then you went into skincare from it, do you see how this brand builds out? You get a shower chair that's doing you tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. get all these customers in, and then suddenly you're launching a skincare brand to go along with it. That's something they've got to use up, buy it again. If you have a good product, they're going to keep coming back to you. Look at all this stuff they do, bro. They have their own wipes. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to stop sharing there. Close down some of my tabs so my computer doesn't absolutely die. Man, you can kind of tell how sweaty I am. I have to apologize because I don't have my fan on. I'll have to figure out something for next time. What up, people in the chat? But we're just going to leave that one there for today. I know it's not quite the hour, but I felt like I got to go through a couple of examples and, you know, really showcase the potential that you can have by just taking that little bit of extra time. And you can see that there's people here who are literally making nearly millions of dollars a month just sitting in their undies at home. And all it takes is someone like yourself, and, you know, it's just a normal person, right? But you take that little bit of extra care and you be a little bit more diligent. And as you learn it, you can easily take a big slice of their pie. Okay? You can just see the potential that's there. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for jumping into the product talk. I'm going to be back on next Sunday. So if you have any comments or anything you'd like me to check out or any questions about what we spoke about, you can leave them in the comments on this video or think about them for next week. But remember to always chase your goals, and remember that your biggest dreams are only one product away. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.